because for getting the one part of the 91, it'll either have to be the outside ring or the center ring. Center ring, even with 3 of the lowest number, 3 sixes, 12, 18, 36. It would still be under, actually. Last thing I want to do is just give myself the answer by looking it up. It's 39 there. Let's just try. That comes to 63. What do I need to get to 91 is 28. That'd be 21. That's 24. That's 27. I can't get 28. This is just a bit annoying, isn't it? Looks like I'm gonna have to look it up. I've looked it up and I haven't looked at an answer yet, so hopefully I can work it out from this. Examine the darts case in your inventory. So you start with a low number and go up. Or it has to be red, blue, green. When the lid of the case is closed, there are greater than signs between each dart color, red, blue, green. Inside the case it says score 91. This clue means that you have to score 91 points by throwing one dart at a red spot, one dart at a blue spot, and one dart at a green spot, which is what we thought. Furthermore, the score from the blue spot has to be higher than the score from the green spot, and the score from the red spot has to be higher than the score from the blue spot. Okay, so green is the lowest number, blue is the middle number, red is the highest number. So from lowest number to highest number has to go green, blue, red. So that's kind of where I mucked up a bit. I wasn't looking at the darts case. I didn't even realize I still had the darts case. So first one has to be green. Yeah. So yeah, that symbol is larger than. So red is larger than blue. Blue is larger than green. So meaning green is the lowest number, then blue, then red. It's just to work out what numbers I need now. So I could go oh, this is hard. If I go there, that is... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Start at the highest one and work down. And then when I'm doing the darts, just do from the lowest number to the top. 14, 21. That won't be high enough. So that's sixes. That's lower than that, so that's not high enough. That's 22, 13, 34. So that's the highest one. It's 34. Which means I still have 53? No. 34. I'm just going to chuck it in there. Up to 91. 57 to get. And the next one has to be blue. That'll be 60, which is too high. That'll be 39, which is too high. 16 would be too low. $33. And then with the green, I would need 24. Is 24 possible? That's only 12. Eight, 16, 24. So 8, 11, and then 17. Yes! Got the first one. And it was a gold file one. Awesome. Good work. Looks like you got it. Well done, Sigma. Look, the screen has changed. Star, sun, moon. Well done. This must be for the safe. You did it. Before I do the next one, I'll unlock that one. Where is the safe? There you are. We've got one more to go though. A piece of cake. Yeah. To give us a bit of a rest from this though, I might read a sheet of... I might read through these. I've got that one, and I've got three screens I still need to read through at the moment, so I'll go through one of them. Golem. The golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by their creators without question, although they tend to take instructions very literally. A golem is created by performing a holy ritual, then kneading the clay into the shape of a person, chanting a spell and writing the Hebrew word emet, or truth, on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to met, which is Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. Golem. So I found this guy in a posture check, thank you. I was slouching a little bit. So in the last escape room, I think it was, we woke this guy up. One of the golems found in the Nonary Game facility, he is discovered lying on the maintenance table in the golem bay. His product ID is GTM-CM-GOLM. He asked to be referred to by the last bit, which is, of course, golem. Much to his surprise, this ends up being pronounced like golem anyway. On a side note, GTM-CM-GOLM stands for golem. Type male, Cockney male, number GOLM. Chinese room. The Chinese room is a thought experiment developed by American philosopher John Searle to contest some of the ideas about artificial intelligence. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in the game. Yeah, the golem explained this to us. Basically, a group of Chinese men kidnap a girl, lock her in a room, and tell her to answer questions that they slide through the door. But the questions that they slide through the door are all in Japanese, and she doesn't understand a single word of Japanese. Turns out that the books in the background all have translations of common questions and answers for them. So she worked that out, opened the book up, a question would slide through the door, she would open a book and find that question in a book and just copy the reply down and slide it back. They didn't know that the books had the translations, but she didn't know Japanese. So they thought she knew Japanese and was telling them answers. but she had no idea what she was saying. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in this game, but the general idea behind it is to pose the question, do intelligent responses indicate actual understanding? Searle contests that a computer could be programmed to respond intelligently in conversation with humans, so much so that it would seem to be human itself, but that it would not necessarily, or perhaps could not, actually understand what it was saying. Of course, this arises the question, how can we know that human minds are not, in essence, Chinese rooms? Can we really say that we understand the things we say? Or are we just simulating understanding? Turing tests. The Turing test is designed to gauge a computer's ability to exhibit intelligent behaviour. First developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject, and a machine. The judge engages in conversation with the human and the machine, and if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. When Fire mentions that perhaps she and her companions have been captured to perform a test, she is referring to the Turing test. Ah, okay. Supplementary AB rules. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalised. In other words, one person out of every colour group of 3 has to vote. Golem again, an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. Golems are robots developed and sold by an American corporation called Hephaestus Systems. Some of the units in this facility, however, have had their software significantly enhanced by Zero Senior. A portion of them have also been given ABT, created by Zero Senior. Incidentally, ABT is short for Artificial Biological Tissue. Golem's story, the point. The gist of Golem's somewhat rambling explanation is that the center of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Golem, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorized what would prevent humans from doing the same. If humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, then is there actually any such thing as free will? That's the next one, I'll go into that later. And I'm certain the next code I'm looking for will be here as well. Again, I've read a bit more on the website for getting the clue. Again, not actually giving me the answer, but it's relating to this again. Ignoring the arrows on the case. It's got 3 images of darts in targets. One's red, one's blue, and one's green. It says score 91. I wonder what it means. Why can't just leave that open? Red is smallest number, blue is medium, green is largest. Red small, green large. So we'll say I'll start at 40. That reduces it. I still need 51. So blue, that'll be 16s, nowhere near. Half of 51. Well, I need it needs to be under 40 for the blue, but more than 25. So that's no good. That's no good. That's no good. No good. No good. That's the only other one. Then 30. No, 40. Which is not possible. No. Yeah, if they're 20. Which is not possible. So it's not those two. That's 51. Need 40 remaining. So blue has to be between 51 and 20. Or 21. Which I can't see possible. Oh, that's 31. And then needs 7. But it needs to be red. So that's not going to work. Yeah, so green biggest, red smallest. That's not big enough because half of the remaining is bigger than 24. So it can't be there. Can't be there. Has to be larger than 30. So it can't be there, can't be there, can't be there. Can't be there. No. Can be there. No. No. Can be. No. No, it can be. But it leaves a very tight gap. So essentially I've narrowed it down to has to be one of those two. That one is only 27. 11, so no. 12, definitely not. 8, 16, 24, no. 26, no. And no, so it has to be one of those two. We'll start at that one. And I need 51 left. So next one has to be blue. Lower than 40. Higher than 25. So it can't be there. Can't be there. 9, 18's too low. 33 could be. No. No. That's 39 could be. Too low and too low. So it's out of one of these two now. I'll do the higher one. And then I need 12. And There we go. But in wrong order. Didn't I work that out? 40 plus 39 is 79. Ah, that's only 6, not double 6. So the red would need to be there. So that's not going to work. Then that I still need 18. Double 9 would be no. No, that's 9, isn't it? I would need red to be there. That's not going to work. So it needs to be, next one needs to be higher than 20, less than 51, or less than 50. And it needs to be blue. No. Has to be higher than 20 because the next start has to be lower than 20. That one's way too high. Can't be there, so that's those 3 out. No. Could be there, 33. That one's only 6. That's 16, so it would have to be that one. And then needs 7. But that's there and that doesn't work because it needs to be red. Still needs 73. Next one is blue. Half of 73 is 36, 37. So it has to be under that. So it can't be there. Can't be there because that's only 16. Can't be there. That one's 6, that one's 9, so that one's 18, so I would say can't be. 33. Or 20. That's 51. I reckon I got it. I got it. That took way too long. You tried a different solution this time, I see. Yeah, I did it. I did. Looks like it worked out. See? The screen changed. Sun, moon, sun. New password. And this one is the code to get out of the room. Alright, it's opened. Get a map first. Now shall we collect our spoils? First, map